Yo! Hello, everyone. Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? It is. It is on. Hi. Hopefully everyone had a good week. Let's see who can bring some people in. Hey,
What's
Mike.
up? What's up, High Energy?
This thing's on?
What's up? What's up, Sammy Shtick? I see you over there.
It's on?
What episode is it? What episode is it first? Before you say anything, what episode is it?
62.
62, son. Welcome to 62, everybody.
What happens when we get to 69?
Hey. It's too early for that. Too early for that.
I'm just wondering what happens.
We quit.
What happened?
We're going to 68, and that's the last show, everybody.
No, we're just going to skip it. We're just going to go right to
It's like 70. That 13th floor. We just don't even have it on the. We don't even have that thing.
Like, what happened to 70? What happened to 69? We just went to 70. That's all.
Straight to 70. What's up? What's up?
How was your week, man?
It's good, man. How was yours?
Good. I have a bit of a headache, but all I need is like more of this coffee, and we'll get through it.
Nice. That's what I'm talking about. Cheers to you, my friend. We got water.
Cheers.
Do we have anybody with us tonight?
We do. What's up, Tony?
Yo, hey guys. I just want to know I signed up to be on the PG show. I don't know what Bradley's doing over there with the whole numbers thing, but I'm PG.
Oh, numbers are always PG.
Okay.
I'm gonna need you to bring that. You're at like around a 7 right now. I'm gonna need you to bring it up to like a 10 tone.
Numbers are always PG. It's people associate things to the numbers. You know.
If you say so, son.
What's up, Brad?
What a great way to enter. Speaking of awkward sexual references, here's Brad Groatman.
That's right.
So, a shout out to Brad and Tony. Our educators went back to school this week. So, thank you for joining us. Hopefully, you had a good week. And if you didn't have a good week, hopefully, you could decompress and enjoy some artwork while you work with us.
That's right.
I didn't get to work on this at all. Cool. I was actually working, so I haven't done anything new.
Nice,
my dude, except for the arm pads, because Mike said mine looked like they were like toys. So now I try to get a little more advanced here.
Did I say that? I don't remember.
Well, you said they were a little like kind of like gamey, like game-like, not like in a different. And you were
they still look kind of gamey, but they're dope.
Well, I haven't done the horns yet. The horns are still just sitting there.
Okay. But I was telling him, remember that game, Hearthstone? Not Hearthstone. What was that game that was dang.
Kingdom Hearts?
Kingdom
Hearts?
No. I forget it. Whatever.
All right. Whatever.
All right. Good night, everybody. Good seeing you. Tune in for episode 769 next week.
Is this on?
Is this thing on? Hello, lady. All right, so let's get into it.
The room.
All right.
We'll start with you, Brad. Who's your character, and what is your goal tonight?
All right, so I got Beastman here. I got the arm pads blocked out. I do got to actually work on all these little horns a little bit. He has to get that little blue diamond-shaped thing on here, but also he's holding a whip, so that's what I'm going to be doing mostly. At first, I'm going to jump into Maya and build the whip handle, and then bring it in. And, see if I can kind of get that looking a little bit more interesting than just a lightsaber with a rope on the end of it.
It's always a good sign.
Yeah.
It's interesting. All right, Tony, what about you? What's your goal tonight?
I got a little bit of texturing done. Tonight's goal is to go back to this ram. I started to reshape him a little bit. Going to build the saddle for him. And
let me see that substance file again. Let's do a spin around that substance file.
Yeah, he did a little bit of texturing. A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Show him all the tats.
Yeah, can you move the light around? Let's move the light around.
Yeah, show all the tats.
So I did include the springs.
And his tattoo.
Count it on.
Tony, it counts. All right,
Yep,
count it.
And
now,
one.
You could have tattooed it around his entire leg, but it counts.
Did not. And because Mike says I'm a little on the nose. What's that?
Oh, is that a ram man?
Because he's a ram. He's Ram Man.
Now, look at that. Look at all the space inside that helmet. Tony, you got to make his head big enough to fit that thing. You got to inflate that head. That head.
This is why
the head should be 2 feet wide.
This is why the Juggernaut does not work. Facts.
It's looking great, Tony.
It's looking awesome, Tony. That texturing is amazing, dude.
Yeah, good job, man.
All right, let's see who's next.
Brad.
I'm next.
I talked already.
Oh, Bradley.
Bradley. What am I? So my goal tonight. Here's where I'm at. I'm gonna probably, and I press the button. Oh, that never worked before OBS 28. All right, cool. So my goal is I'm gonna do his rocket pack and his wing work tonight, and maybe do some pose adjustment. That's my goal, and I'm doing Stratos.
He's doing Stratos.
All right, Mike.
All right. I'm doing He-Man. If you don't know, now you know, baby. I'm working on getting my battle cat kind of sized, and I'm about to pose him. Like right now, his proportions are crazy, but I want him to feel chunky, and I'm going to I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna do stuff, doing things. That's right.
The technical jargon there, Mike. Come on.
Right. Hey, listen, I talk good. I talk good, you guys.
You talk good?
Yeah, that's right.
I use the words.
All right. Pencils up, everyone.
Cool.
All right. Let's see.
It just so happens.
B beat out Ram today.
No, Ram was in here. Ram was in. Was B? Oh, B did beat out Ram. Damn, I'm looking at it right too. You're right. Ram, you slipping. B's coming for the crown.
To let these young boys get you, Ram.
Hashtag first.
What's up, Ram? What's up, Ben?
What's going on, guys?
What's up, Blur? What's up, Raul?
What up?
Hey, Howie.
Oh.
What's up, Lee?
What's up, fellas?
Oh.
Nice.
What's up, Greg?
Little group of folks.
I know. It's not instant and familiar names. I like that. We got Sparky Face back. We got Howie back.
Mari Cat.
We got Mari Cat.
I know for a fact Mari Cat is going to be in for just long enough to say hello, and she's going to dip out and go watch her shows. But it's the effort.
It's the thought that counts.
It is the thought that counts.
For the record, shows are important. Just saying, as someone
Man,
watches all the shows.
90 Day Fiance ain't gonna watch itself. That's all I'm saying. Somebody has to keep those ratings up.
You're right.
Facts.
Facts.
Like, Mike's not making up stories. It's all facts.
Now, it just so happens when I merged the head down, I made sure they had the same topology, but I had it at the lowest subdivision level, so I lost all my sub-Ds, and that's not good.
I can see where that would not be promising.
You can get it back.
Just sculpt it over again.
Yeah.
No. I'm not doing that. Crazy.
What's wrong with rework? Rework is fine.
Did I save? Oh, please don't let me have saved it. Saved over. I'll be upset. George is getting upset.
I've been in Maya all day, so it feels weird being in Blender right now.
I'm a few bars of that.
He's like, why?
So does the new version of Blender have anything other than that hair? I only watched the beginning of that video. 3.3.
Pretty much. That's
so you guys
for some people that's pretty important.
So you guys are saying that's a X-Gen replacement, right?
It looked like X-Gen style hair to me.
You didn't hear that foolishness come out of my mouth.
It had the grooming tools and all that. I don't know. I'm just looking at the video. I don't know what it was. Just saying. Latticing up stuff over there, man.
Didn't quite get the scale right. Just a little off.
Well,
just a little off, but I think
the fact that you made that. Why don't you show us how you made that? Because I'm a 3D a neophyte. You feel like showing how you did that, and by neophyte I mean complete moron.
And so here's the thing. Here's the deal. I don't know how to do this the easy way. So basically, what I want to have is basically like kind of like a diamond, like a lattice, basically like a diamond lattice kind of wraps around. And I could have just used a plane and had it go up and down, left and right, but I want it to be diamond shaped. So like, how do you do that? That's an excellent question, and I have no idea. So what I did was I got a plane, a regular garden variety, innocent looking plane, and I'm just going to scale it up, obviously, but and then I just increased, the subdivision, so something like 40. But so I had enough. But if I were to kind of, I want to have this diamond shape, not grid. So I have to rotate it like 90 degrees, right?
Right.
So is there a way to rotate the faces within the boundaries of this plane, or do I have to do what I did, which is rotate it 90 degrees and then just make it big enough that I can slice out a whatchamacallit, a square shaped version. So I rotated it basically like this. I just rotated it 90 degrees and then, cut across a rectangle to leave behind, this, right? So now I have a diamond shape pattern. I can just go to all my faces here and extrude and keep faces together off. So I can kind of extrude. It's like insetting each face in ZBrush, right? So I'm just insetting each face like that and then deleting it. So now I have a base of that lattice. And
it automatically selects the part you want to delete without having to like.
Well, I extruded those faces in. So as I was extruding them in, they were selected because they were the thing I was working on, right? So it just happened to already be selected.
Okay.
Then I just did that, and then I just grabbed the whole thing and extruded the whole thing out to give it some thickness, and did a bend deformer to wrap it into a cylindrical shape. And I had to kind of get the right
scale.
Yeah, all that kind of crap. So basically, I have to freeze the transformations first, which I didn't do this time because I'm dumb. So I'm going to do that again. There we go. So now I'm going to do that and rotate it 90 degrees so it's that way. And then if I do my little bend, I can just crank the curvature all up to 180 to get it to wrap around. So as this now, I can just, that's what I have to do, but I have to do it at the right scale. So what I can simply do is grab the actual whip handle, crank up the scale so it fits, and then just duplicate this and kind of layer it vertically until it works.
Now, couldn't you just trim the side so it's not as wide before you do the curve?
Yeah, but the thing is, if I were to do that, then there'd be like 5 of these diamonds going around, right? I need to feel like there's enough. So what I should have done was just have the diamonds scaled down, and then did what you did. So I can do that. I'm just going to undo back and do that. But that's what I would have to do.
Okay, cool,
so,
man.
It's a learning process, and I screwed up a little. See, again, it's a tiny bit off. You can barely see it, but it's a little big.
It looks dead on to me, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm being picky, I can tell. But
there's a way to do that, spinning the faces with 45-degree angle. I just forget the name of this. It's not.
I know you can rotate, like you can spin the edges and stuff like that. Well, I know you can do it in ZBrush. I think I don't know. If there is a way to do it in Maya, I'd love to know, because that is something that you can imagine having to do something like that quite a bit, like to have a diamond shaped pattern on something like that, right? Just to be able to rotate the faces, that would be hugely useful. And
yeah, there's definitely an easy way to do it. I haven't done it in so long. I still remember.
What you're saying is, Tony, there is a way, but you're not going to tell me what it is.
Basically.
All right.
I feel like being
as long as we're all clear. Now, it would have been,
that.
What I should do is figure out exactly how big this plane has to be so I can wrap it around. So again, planning ahead, guys, probably a good idea.
Yeah.
Not what I did, but I'll try this.
Well, listen, I like to shoot from the hip, so it's all good. Don't delete it.
I'm not a modeler.
Let's see. Got a question from B. I got a rigging question for you. Just ask your question here, B, and I'll
do it here. Or again, if it's more involved, or if it helps to have a demo, anytime, man, anytime. Yeah, just I'll make sure I'll check the Discord to make sure. But yeah, man, always when it comes to rigging, anything, because everyone needs to learn. Everyone needs to rig. Everyone. I mean, you too, Mike.
Yeah.
So you say.
I would say everyone else needs to rig.
Zerchin says, "Is there a way of doing that in ZBrush to have a plane and make it cylindrical?"
I mean, I know there's yeah, I think so, right? Because there are deformers that will bend. I mean, under deformation here in ZBrush, you do have like bend, and I'm pretty sure that if I were to let's grab a plane and see if we can do it, because I know that there is the bend arc deformer and so forth, but I don't think that is necessarily the best for this. Let's go. I have a regular old plane. It's got plenty of faces. So if I go here to deformation and go to bend, I'm going to bend it in the y-axis. I'm just going to crank this up. Okay, that's not really what I want to do. Oh, that's the S bend. I hit the wrong button. No, wait, bend. Why is it doing that? Is symmetry on? No. Shouldn't that work? Okay, let's try the S bend. Maybe it's S bend. I don't know. For sure. Nothing's happening. Interesting. All right, there's got to be some reason. Oh, baby, yeah.
The answer is no. Can't be done.
Either way, it will happen. I don't know why it's not. Shouldn't it bend normally? Maybe I just don't know. Look at it. It's bending kind of like. Okay, so let's go to smooth bend, which is what S bend stands for, and see if I can bend it. There you go. Look at that. Look at it go. So it doesn't, but it doesn't bend it into a cylinder. It doesn't seem like. Maybe. I mean, I'm sure if you play with the scale, it might do it. But I would think that would be the way to do it. But you know,
I think I know an easier way to do it.
Just make a cylinder.
I think you can start with a cylinder, right, and then make a very simple micro mesh or whatever the hell they're calling it now. Whatever the kids are calling it now. You just do like a cross pattern micro mesh, because I think I've seen Pavlovich do it. You know what? I did see him do it because he did these. Remember when he did the bison, the mech bison? He had like these net kind of wrapped hoses.
Yeah.
And that's how he did it, I believe. Now for me,
this bend thing should work though. Just saying.
Yeah, it should.
But for you, I'm sorry, what's up? Say again.
No, I was gonna say for me, I've cheated where I have created an alpha and then turned it into geometry and deleted the parts just kind of like you did on the inside and was left with just the grid pattern. And then I retopoed and it was clean. Not as clean as yours.
Like Mike said, if you just use micro mesh on an existing cylinder, right, you can pretty much replace each face with whatever shape you want. And I could probably be doing that for what I'm doing here as well. I'm more used to doing it in Maya, so I'm doing it that way. But there probably is a way to do it that way as well, I would think.
I guarantee you, Pavlovich has a video somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure he could show you like 8 ways to do it.
Good Lord. I was looking through his library yesterday. I was like, all right, I want to watch something in the morning. And it was one of those problems where I clicked on one thing and he has like 17 videos after it. And I was like, I can't not watch this one. I need to watch this one.
I remember when one of the more recent updates came out, and he was talking about like the thick skin thing, and he was using it like crazy. And I was like, this is the most amazing thing. I have not ever used it once because I forget how it works. I have to go back and watch all those because I'm convinced that there's something really cool there that I'm forgetting all about. I got to go check that out again.
It is cool, but you know what? I was watching his what is it called? The mask. Watching his tutorial for Mesh Project, and he was making like armor, but man, he was quickly like dragging alphas and projecting out meshes and knocking stuff in, and I'm like, damn.
I put something. I sent something to you guys the other day. I was watching Pavlovich do that thing where you can take an alpha and just turn it into a mesh just by like not using Shadowbox, but literally just go into the alpha menu and choose Make Mesh.
Yeah.
Like I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, and if we have anyone watching that's new, or if you guys that are watching, please like on our video or subscribe if you are new to the channel. We would appreciate it.
I would say like, share, and subscribe. You do all 3.
Yeah. All 3. I get mirroring.
Making a strap tone?
Yeah.
See, this is where frame mesh is your friend.
This is true.
I am technically speaking no longer COVID-y, and yet I will not stop coughing. I feel fine, but everyone around me probably wants to kill me at this point. I don't know what the deal is. I don't know why I keep coughing. But apparently now, yes, I'm just an absolute misery to be around because I'm just constantly coughing in everyone's face. And I have nothing. I'm not COVID-y anymore, so I can't even like spread the pox to the other people.
That's a terrible thing to say.
I know. I feel bad.
I can't even spread COVID anymore.
Yeah, I can't. What's the world coming to?
Brad is Typhoid Larry.
My goal is to click as many times as I can to make Bradley go slowly insane. He loves it, I know, but
What's that?
just clicking on my loud keyboard
Oh, I love it.
as one does, because I know you love it.
The
Hey,
keyboard is amazing. We should have more keyboards like that.
Yeah, we should. We really should. We need more. I have respect for the old types of keyboards that just were deafening whenever you did anything with them.
I
can
don't
hear
know why
Dave.
my mirroring is not working.
Oh gosh, so you gotta make the saddle for Battle Cat too, right? Is he?
Yeah.
Are you gonna make the saddle, or is he
Yes.
gonna go bareback like a man?
hell no. Making that saddle. That's the only thing that makes him into Battle Cat. Without
That's true. Otherwise, he's a slightly bigger cringer.
just big cringer. You know, like I was saying, so I was watching the Netflix He-Man, which I kind of sworn off because it looked kind of kiddie to me.
I enjoyed it
But-
actually. Yeah, it was kitty, but I kind of dig it.
Yeah, I like the fact that Cringer was big all the time. That was kind of cool.
hmm
Yeah.
Was he named Cringer in that one?
Yeah.
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 Blur. So my keyboard again, there's nothing fancy about it. It's it's AUKEY, all key. I don't know what that means, but it's heavy.
Brand.
It's heavy. Listen to that thing. Listen.
He's like,
That is a-
and the murder weapon is
That
his
is-
keyboard.
That is
Yeah.
a solid steel keyboard with keys designed to echo forever in Bradley's ears.
It's like,
That was the advertisement, anyway.
Yep.
like you
It's
know,
his favorite part.
The only reason he bought it.
That's right. I wanted to have it so that whenever I hit the enter key, there was an air horn, but they didn't have it.
I'm surprised
So
he never-
if you haven't looked at the Discord tonight at 10 o'clock, we're going to be showing premiering it here. Really, the Intel commercial that I did. It's that project I've kind of been hinting at for the past however long. It's out now, son.
it's out.
So we're gonna share it with you guys in here. So don't go anywhere. If you tuned in and you were thinking about leaving, don't go anywhere.
Don't leave.
Be your loss. Just saying.
Come and play with us. The little corner faces.
All right, let's try this again.
Anything exciting happened this week with you guys? You know?
I can tell you that something is happening next week. Next week, I say hello to 48. That's what happens next.
Oh, damn, dude. Okay.
Damn.
Yeah.
What do you
Not quite ready for like a walker like a certain other guy here, but we're getting there, man. I'm almost as mature as Mike. Getting there.
I was gonna say, if you can make it to this age and be as immature as I am, then you've done
Exactly.
something.
That's
You
my
did it
goal.
right.
That is
You
my
made it.
goal.
That's right. You won.
That's why again I told Mike he's got to help me make sure I follow through on buying that trap jaw statue. I can't start being responsible now.
Right.
Hopefully we shamed Hannibal into buying one.
Man, I'm not. You know what? I'm not trying to make Hannibal do that. Hannibal will get it like on a humble, just because.
That's true.
Just because. Oh, speaking of which, did you see Tweeterhead's post on IG today?
What's a Tweeterhead?
That's the studio that made Trapjaw and Merman.
Yo, look at that IG post today. He has a table. AARP. Nice. Nice, exactly. He has a table. It's like it's got a cutting board on top of it, but he has all of the pieces. It looks like it came out of a printer. Pristine. All of the arms, legs, and everything for like Merman, the swap out heads. And then at the end, he teases his new, or I'm saying his, I don't know who Tweeterhead is. It might be a group of people. It might be a lady, a dude. I don't know who it is, but I'm going to say him. The table's full of pieces. And then at the end, look at that. The Skeletor gets teased. It is the detail is sick. Go to the latest one. Look at here. Look at this. Look here. I'm going to make Tony's screen big.
Man.
Look at this.
Look at this. Look at that merman head. Oh, damn.
Like, I don't even like Merman. And these pieces make me care about characters I don't care about. Like Hodak looks dope. Hodak.
That merman is crazy.
Look at this. Look at this one.
That is pretty fantastic.
Coming soon, your boy.
Man.
Look at that, dude.
That cape is crazy. Like, that's the part that I have so much trouble with, printing out capes. Like, how do you even do it?
I'm sure that was multiple, probably a couple pieces. But the fact that this, you know what? I wonder if he's got that 8K machine that Brendan has. Because look at the detail on that chest, man.
Yeah.
Beast mode. This person is a beast.
Why is that base?
Yeah.
That's a monster.
So, he's got like 40,000 followers on IG and doesn't accept messages, but I'm
not following.
What'd you say?
I don't believe I wasn't following him. That's crazy.
Yeah, you gotta follow. So dope. E-Man 2002 ever saw. Nice. Yeah, the Stratos. That's that. Yes, they both are.
I wonder if I can do it now. Are you going to work now?
Are you talking to Blender, Bradley?
I am.
Hey, Tony.
What up?
You know how sometimes they put blankets over horses?
Yeah.
Would be dope under that saddle if he had a blanket and then embroidered on the blanket it said Ram Man.
Ram Man everywhere.
It's called branding, Bradley.
Just so people exactly. So people know who he is.
Otherwise, how else would they know?
They wouldn't know.
You get a ram. You get a ram. You get a ram. Everybody get a ram.
Tony, not for nothing. Just because you going that way on his helmet, make that shit blue with some yellow horns on the side, son. Come on. You know you want to now. Come on, Tom. Don't leave me hanging.
I might do it as just like a middle finger to everybody, but
it's like,
hey.
It's like,
Place for the Rams as well.
People ask, who is this guy? Who'd you sculpt? Who's this guy you sculpted?
Like your beast, man.
Okay. Merge.
There you go. Got it.
I'm fine.
Don't die. Don't die.
Not until after the show.
Right.
We'll get
At least
flagged
not on
by
camera.
YouTube.
Don't die on
flag
camera.
the show.
Go for it, not on camera.
Be like homegirl from the Matrix. Not like this. Not like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Tony, did you have a chance to see
411 Thunder?
The
Yes.
No, God, no. I would never ask you about that damn movie.
Which one? What did you just say?
The Rain. He said Love and Thunder.
Oh,
Love it.
Bradley's fave.
Yeah.
All right, well, did I get a chance to see what? Rings?
Yeah, Rings.
Rings of Power? Yeah. It's
I'm a
very good.
big fan. I'm really digging that. That one's
Yeah,
fun
me
to
too.
watch.
Look at this.
Wait,
I
did-
even like the Black Elves. How about that?
Wait, you didn't?
I even like the Black Elves.
Yeah, we all like. Yeah, who likes a little racism with their fantasy characters?
Oh boy. Yeah, because we can't have. I saw somebody doing a comedian. It was a comedian like Trevor Noah or somebody was like, yeah, because we can't have black people in fantasy stuff like even on our fantasy.
It just doesn't work. Just doesn't work.
Elves just wouldn't be black, you guys. Come on.
Yeah, I'm very much enjoying that. Watch today's episode. So
Oh, there's one today? I thought it was Saturday.
every Friday.
Oh, I thought it was Saturday. Okay, cool.
I watched She-Hulk Attorney at Law today.
I didn't do
think?
that.
And I will tell you, today's episode was fun.
I love Madison. Madison was hilarious.
I like the fact that she actually got to fight somebody this week. That's all I want. I don't ask for a lot with my superheroes. Like if
Like,
they
I
get
just
to
want
fight
them to have
somebody,
violence.
they just have some violence. Can we at least have some violence in there?
Donnie
Why can't I put a
Blaze.
ring around this?
You had Tawny Blaze. That was crazy.
I'm enjoying She-Hulk too. If people hate it, I love it.
Yeah. I think it's just, again. I like the fact that not every Marvel property is going to be the same. They try these different genres, and I think that keeps it fresh.
Well,
mean-
not for nothing. This is the most comic accurate show they've had.
So I enjoyed Ms. Marvel. I know that some people didn't. I liked it because of how fun it was. I'm just like, okay, you should have mixed it up. Like I want something that's a little more gritty for the second one, and then you drop She-Hulk because it's kind of like a fun show also. Personally, that's all I'm saying.
Fair enough.
As long as it's not. Oh, did you see your boy's probably not coming back?
Who?
Moon Knight.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Why would they do that?
He didn't want the bag.
Apparently, it won a sound design Emmy or something like that, and it's for a show that only has one season. So they were saying that it wouldn't be eligible to win if it was coming back for a second season. So there's a possibility. This is all speculation. There's a possibility that it won't be back.
So they have the categories are that specific, like for a show that won't come back.
That's what they were saying in the article.
Okay, this is being stupid.
I enjoy Moon Knight, but it could be a one and done.
I, for one, am happy that it's probably not coming back. It's just me.
I like Moonlight.
I didn't.
I loved it. I understand that it might again. It felt like a standalone storyline. It didn't feel like it would kind of pair up with the larger Marvel universe, at least in any obvious way. So it didn't. It was its own thing, and I thought it was cool. I liked it. But.
I don't care about any of that. You know what I didn't like? You want to know what I didn't like?
Sure, man. Go ahead.
Go ahead. Tell us what you didn't like.
Okay. All right.
Tell us why you mad, son.
Okay. Hold on 1 second. Let's do a little something here. Okay, guys. This is what I didn't like. I think it's very important that I tell you why I don't like Moonlight. It's not Moon Knight. It's not just for the fact that I'm being contrary or contrarian, as Brad would say, because he's an elitist. It's because I like my superheroes to fight guys, and when they fight guys, I like to see them fighting guys and ladies. I like to see fights with superheroes, and normally I like to see them fighting super bad guys. So it's very important that I let you know that when you set up a big fight and then the dude blacks out and he wakes up and everybody's already on the ground, it's weak. And they did that over and over and over again. So that's why I hate Moon Knight. All right. It's one to grow on.
You should have a little graphic like Mike's Corner. Whenever
that was so detailed.
Very important that I put that out there. I don't want people just thinking I'm hating on stuff, just be hating on stuff. I don't do that. The reason that I hated on that intensely. That's why.
Fair enough.
Well, subscribe to Leave in Droves because they're giant Moon Knight fans.
Oh, we lost our whole Moonlight population.
Sorry, guys.
They can't handle the truth.
You can't handle it. You can't handle it.
I did like the Scarlet Scarab. I thought that was pretty cool.
You like the what?
The Scarlet Scarab. She was awesome. Her wings were cool.
Yeah. Well, they have 4. Did you know that? Oh. Tigers are supposed to have 4 of those little fingers and then 1 on the back. That would make sense.
All cats have that.
I gave them 3.
It's okay.
3.
Real talk.
Real talk.
Real talk.
You see, they got the Big Mac. We got the Big Mick.
Our buns have no seeds.
Oh, you figured it out over there? It's looking good.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, finally. It took a little bit of trial and error.
What was the key? How'd you do it?
It was just making it like way less wide. I guess narrower would be the word I was going for there. Yeah, so basically, like I said, I figured out what the width needed to be to wrap around nicely, and then I just trimmed it to fit that. Again, that would have been the smart way to do it ahead of time, but where's the fun? In 44 minutes, I haven't even gone to the ZBrush yet.
Hello, Emmanuel. Welcome to the stream.
Hey. Oh, that's where it went. Missing something here.
To pop these 2 out of here. This out. Take this out.
You know, the nice thing about actually doing this helmet, I don't have to worry about what his face looks like.
Nope. That is exactly the reason why you want to do it.
It's the best part, dude. Not at all.
Battle Rat can live on.
That's right. He-Man. Hey, listen, not for nothing. He-Man's gonna have a helmet before this shit is done. For real.
It's like helmet He-Man.
He-Man's wearing a full biker helmet with a ram on the side. I'm just gonna confuse people. I thought Tony was doing Ram Man.
See why I have all the branding? That's why.
You know, I never even noticed there's a distribute thing under your subtools.
Yeah, it's a somewhat recent addition.
I remember this. Wow, that would have been helpful in a whole bunch of places. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a distribute and there's an arrange, I think, too. It's almost like justifying like a paragraph. Like you can say like, you know, all line up to the left, all line up to the right kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Ram says, second time asking. Thanks, Ram.
You posed battle. Yeah,
Will
yeah,
you pose Battle Beef?
Yes, I will.
But he said tonight. He said, will you do it tonight?
Yeah, man.
Tonight.
Yes,
Right?
Ram.
Don't let him ask again. God damn it.
Will.
I grow tired of asking this.
Why is everybody working and not answering my question?
Somebody better get the RAM.
So when I saw your ZBrush stream, Mike, you were doing the boot for. What else were you doing in that stream? Were you still working on He-Man most of the time, or?
I don't know, man. I feel like I didn't get anything done yesterday. What did I work on? I worked on anatomy. So I was fixing his leg, and I think I made some nipples that I got rid of. Very difficult. I don't know. I did stuff. Too worried about what I did. Plenty.
Jeez.
This is all true. This is all true. I do want you to ask questions. But I promise you, eventually I will get to your question.
See?
I promise. There's
Ram
a little
like,
scroll button with all the comments, and I just scroll through it.
Ram is like, yo, you got Bradley ignoring my questions. You got Tony
like,
infringing on my name.
This whole sculpt is a dedication to RAM.
Big, exactly.
And Rams.
And Rams in general.
Yeah.
Man.
Underrated animal there.
The unsung heroes.
The animal king.
All these are facts. Facts.
Tony, the Ram should have a little Ram version of Ram Man's helmet, like make it a little pair.
Oh Lord.
You know, it'd be dope. Like a thick kind of 90s wrapper chain with a ram head, like one of those big, like iced out icy pieces with a ram on it. On the ram.
Keep messing with me. It's gonna happen.
These are legitimate suggestions. I'm legitimately saying I think the Ram should have a little helmet Like I think that's a very important idea that should be seriously considered.
Oh shit, Brad, this looks better already.
Yeah, a little armor on there.
Armor on there.
Like you said, it's not Battle Cat without it. It's just just a tiger.
Just a dude.
Yeah.
Just a big green cat.
Yeah,
with a thyroid problem.
It's like I said before. It's like in Beast Smasher. They said, "We'll get a tiger and just spray paint it black." That's our panther.
Mm-hmm. Although that's kind of how Battle Cat came to be.
It's true. I guess that makes sense.
How it all happened.
Again, if you guys have not seen the Masters of the Universe toys that made us on Netflix, please do yourself a favor, and as soon as this stream is over with, go watch it. It's that good.
Yeah, that is really the best one.
When I do that, very, very well. All right, problem solved. Ram said, "We're doing Ram jokes. Put him on a truck."
Exactly.
Why didn't we think of that? We're doing all
I'm telling
these
you.
jokes.
At first, but see, I'm with Brad. Like, at first, this was me poking fun at Tony and just being a general a-hole. But now I believe in these suggestions.
Yeah.
I want to see. So does he. There you go. He's getting an icy piece. Now, I'm not going to say his name should be Lil Ram Man, but come on, dude.
A pin. I still haven't seen Nope. Not doing that.
I can't wait to see it, but like it's only for rent right now. It's like $20 to rent. Like I'm not renting anything for $20.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Bradley, I think you can handle Nope.
I don't think so.
No, you'd like it. It's not. I guarantee you, it's not scary at all.
I think I can handle it.
It's so not scary.
Obviously, oh man, Tony's looking at ref. Gotta coordinate.
Yeah.
Get that mushroom dog.
Gotta get coordinate.
Coordinate. Again, if you're new to the stream, please like and subscribe. Everyone who we often have a lot of people, the same people come in and watch the stream. You're on YouTube. Like the video. Just press like. You're watching. Just take a second and just like.
Bradley likes to leave out share, share, and subscribe.
Yeah. I like to go basic. All right, everybody who's watching right now, smash the like button. Hit the like button. Just hit like. Do you know out of all our videos, no one's pressed like. They like it. They're in it. Unless they don't like it and they don't want to tell us. You could tell us, and we'll like it. Maybe.
You should. I don't know why you wouldn't.
I mean, Bradley is a guy who, in my experience, is hard to get to like stuff. So,
yeah.
At least you know how they might feel though. Maybe
I know. I get it.
They don't like easily.
At least I say what I don't like.
Yeah.
Or you pretend not to like it
forcefully.
Yeah.
Dude, the Wawa thing threw me for a loop. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still recovering.
That's what we're about to do. We're about to do the Wawa right now.
You can't share that. You can't share that.
No, well, I'm grown up man. Let me share it. All right. So I don't want to offend anyone, but Wawa is not a restaurant. All right. I don't know why people line up at Wawa like it's a restaurant. It's not. It's a gas station. Right? It's not. It is not a restaurant. Right?
No, dude, that is correct. It's not. No one ever said it's a restaurant.
It's not a Subway.
An Oasis is what it is.
It's not a Panera. All right. It's not
some bright, shining beacon of joy.
Yeah, it's
in the miserable world.
It's more than all those things, Bradley. It's more than all those things.
It's not a Starbucks. It's not a Dunkin' Donuts. It's not these things. All right. You go there. You pull up. You put your gas in. That's it. All right.
As far as I'm concerned, Starbucks can kick rock.
All right.
What's a Wawa?
Okay. Wait, where's B from? Do we know where B's from? Because he might not. He might not be in the.
Yeah, they don't have no Wawas in Canada.
Oh, okay.
It's like a Tim Hortons but better.
Mike, Emmanuel said, did you have a chance to see his Panther?
Oh yeah, I saw
it. I did. I saw it right before the show. That's dope. I think I checked the Discord because I did shout you out in there. I did it right before the show. Sorry, I meant to check it out earlier. That's kind of dope.
MJ, don't you do that? MJ, don't you do that?
Wars haven't fought for less, right?
MJ telling the truth.
MJ, you're in Florida like me, all right? You're probably one of the ones in the line treating Wawa like it's Panera Bread, all right? It's not. It's not.
Did you get your gas. Panera Bread?
Yeah, you get your gas and you just go. All right, you don't have brunch. You don't sit in line. You just.
I'm not gonna lie. I actually avoid the gas station Wawas. I feel that's it's too commercial. It's it's corrupted.
They're taking too much of your money.
I want the pure just Wawa store. No gas.
Not for nothing. All September, free coffee for teachers. So I mean, there's that too.
What's up, Keo? Welcome to the stream.
Keo, you're not the only one. We were almost late today.
Yeah, really.
And just Panera's abomination of the
world. Wow, how dare you?
Or at the very least, all right, if you're gonna get yourself something to eat, don't take up all the gas pumps, all right? Some people don't want to eat there; they just want to get their gas and leave because it's not a restaurant.
True. No, I agree. I think that gas pumps should be at gas stations and Wawa should just be the best.
I like to fill up my tank and then go walk into the Wawa while my gas is being filled up. Because I'm also in Jersey and we don't pump our own gas.
That's true. We don't pump our own gas in Jersey.
Like a
Wait, you don't pump your own gas?
No.
Let's talk about Jersey.
Wait, they is that a job?
You're not allowed to pump your own gas. They got people that do that for you.
Why can't you pump your own gas? They don't think you guys are capable?
Because people in New Jersey, we celebrate everything with like firecrackers and stuff like that. We can't be trusted around flammable things.
In Florida, they just let it happen.
Yeah.
That was a jab at Florida.
What's weird is gas is cheaper in Jersey than in places where it's automated. You would think it'd have to be more expensive because you have to pay people. But no, it's cheaper. I have no idea why.
It's even cheaper at Wawa. This is true.
Nice show is sponsored by Wawa, everybody.
Dude, if we can swing some free Wawa merch, I'm all over that.
Can we get the free Wawa?
I just want free coffee. Just give me some free coffee from there.
You guys like Wawa coffee? Because that's where I draw the line. I'm not getting coffee.
It's okay.
Well, Mike, I mean, not all of us drink fancy cappuccino in clear glasses with like the layers.
I'm saying something to you. I was not this person 6 months ago. I was not this person. Thank your boy right here for my new level of bouginess when it comes to my coffee expertise.
He's like, how do you give me his coffee and there's no foam in it? What's wrong with y'all?
Bradley believed in his coffee so much that he was like, listen, you're gonna have to stop what you're doing. Look on your porch tomorrow. There's something that's gonna change your life.
Yeah.
He was not wrong.
Yeah.
Changed my whole way of thinking about coffee, son.
Steve says Texas stand up.
I mean, I used to when I used
Pump
to live
their
in
own
PA.
gas, all right?
I didn't mind pumping my own gas. In fact, I think it was probably better because I can get it done. I can I don't have to wait for whatever was going on. But it did smell like gasoline after that. So there's
At
that.
least I know if there's an apocalypse, I know that I can pump my own gas, right? Do you know if you can do it? Do you even know if you can pump your own gas? Do you know how to do
I can pump my own gas. I just choose not to.
I lived in PA. I lived in Virginia. I've pumped my own gas all over the place.
So I like the fact that when I was in Jersey and they were like pumping my gas and I watched them clean the windows, that taught me how to clean my own windows. So now when I go to the gas station, man, I do that Jersey clean on the windows and my shit is clean, son. Can't tell me nothing. So we got something coming up in 3 minutes, everyone. Just letting you guys know. 3 minutes. You're gonna premiere something in here. Get it ready.
Graham says pumping gas used to be customer service.
They still they still do the windows. I like when the windows I mean get a little wash. I feel
it's like a nice little bow on top of everything.
I feel bad though. I feel like I'm sitting there like I think I deserve it. You know what I mean? Like those guys wash my window. I'm sitting there like, yeah, that's right. Wash that shit, and I feel wrong.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah,
and when you get to that point, that's not good.
No, I mean I don't think that way, but I feel like they probably are thinking that I'm thinking that. You know? Like I feel like I don't deserve to have this kind of treatment, but I'm sitting there allowing it to happen. I don't know.
I once had this kid wipe my windows, and he was just like goofing around, and he's staring me right in the face as I'm sitting there wiping my windows. Yikes. It was the most awkward thing I've ever experienced in my life. Just staring at me.
What you can't get past though, Tony. There's one. I'm going to be petty as hell here. I'm just letting you know. When you have a student who you know is an absolute jackass, and then like a year later, you pull in and
he's in the gas station
window.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
it's happened. It's happened.
It has happened, and it's
nothing against work when you need to work. But yeah, that feels good.
There are so few things to enjoy. That is one of them. Just a petty little. It's so petty, and I'm.
You don't put your hands on your shoulders like I failed you.
Nope.
Brad's like, no, this is exactly where I saw you ending up.
And now you know what you get.
Not besmirching anybody working there. Just you see it happening. On the flip side of that, I have gone into like an eating establishment and seen some former students working there, and I turned around and walked out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, check your food for spit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna risk that one. Not today, especially if they recognize me. I'm like, can't risk that.
Versus, do you tip the gas pumper though?
No,
no.
You give them the money, they're off. Like they're not. We are. There's no nonsense.
Might get a stern handshake. Thanks, boss.
Yeah. Now I'm starting to wonder whether I should, but I don't.
Exactly. All right, guys, I'm gonna flip to this thing. You guys ready?
Go for it.
Okay, so our what's good. Mike is gonna premiere his. Let me stop the music from playing too, Mike. Give me a second. Stop the music. Cool. Premiere.
Exactly, world premiere. All right.
You might want to share the file or the screen directly.
I'm gonna share this. Audio? Yeah, I'm gonna share the screen. So share screen.
Make sure you check the audio.
I got it. All right, here we go, guys. So if you're wondering about this thing I've been yapping about for months, that I went to LA to work on, it was this here. So here we go. I think as artists, we create what we know. because it's a reflection of who we are and the things we love. I'm definitely a hip-hop gamer, sci-fi junkie, and that's what I create. Whether I'm working on a movie poster or toy packaging or, a sculpture, I like to immerse myself in that culture through books, movies, music, just to get in the zone and inspire myself. And I think that adds an element of authenticity. That's really important to me. I've always felt like my creative station is a precarious one, as though I'm only one bad job away from being irrelevant. That fear forces me to push my boundaries and always look for new ways to put my own unique creative stamp on everything I work on. Hey, sorry guys, there's an echo. Hold on 1 second. Let me cut off my speaker. So moving into digital was just a natural progression. It was that new place where I could further my creativity. But coming from a world of pencils, paints, and clay, I'm always looking for that tactile connection to the analog world. And I get that when I'm working in Corel Painter. The experience is incredibly realistic. The way the paints and inks bleed and run, how the brushes react to the surface and pressure, it's the closest thing to an analog experience in the digital realm. And when I add that to a Wacom device, the tactile sense and pressure sensitivity, it blurs the line of analog and digital. And with the power of an Intel machine, where the experience is fast, fluid, with no lag or interruption, I'm able to do more, tell amazing visual stories, and create at a higher level. That's the chocolate and peanut butter moment. I'm Mike Thompson, and I'm an artist. All right, that's it.
Yeah, I know that guy.
You don't know, but I was Mike's stunt double for that. So, and all the dangerous stuff. That was me.
You don't know if I was Mike's stunt mustache. That one.
That was awesome, Mike. So tell us about your experience making that. So you flew out.
You said, wait a minute.
Like the experience of making that. Like how did it go? When did you like where were you in California? How was the setup?
Hold on, I got my thing is still playing and I don't know which screen it's on. Damn it. 1 second. Okay, that's better. Yeah, so no, that was actually kind of a Marvel team up between Corel Painter, Intel, Wacom, and really Pixelogic. Thanks, everybody. Pixelogic and MSI. So a buddy of mine that's at Intel reached out to me, and he used to be at Wacom before, said he wanted to do something like a creator series thing. And so that is, he was like, do whatever you want to do. Thanks, Keo. And so that's kind of what I came up with. And we're doing on Tuesday, if you open up ZBrush now, you'll see in the lower left-hand corner, thanks, Ben, that there is a little tile now, because on Tuesday, there is a creator spotlight that I'm going to be doing for Pixelogic, where I go through the whole process of my workflow, going from ZBrush to Painter. So yeah, that's it.
That's amazing, man. It's very inspiring. It was very real. It was very you. It was authentic.
Thank you, bro. Fun. It's fun.
That's why I hate you.
Mm-hmm.
Nah. Hey, listen. I'm grooming you to take over. You're like my you're my Robin right now. So it's all good. You're gonna take over one day. You're gonna be my Red Hood. Did you get those batons I sent you?
I don't know how I feel about that. Okay. I don't ever want to be in the hood.
No?
No,
All right.
No.
B, you see how he gets?
Blur just says Keo just subscribed, but Keo should have always been subscribed.
Nice.
Keo here is here every week.
See, you don't think about it. You don't think about it.
Mhm.
Like, share, subscribe, everybody. The sooner we get to that 1,000, the sooner we get the better content for you guys. It's good now. It's going to be amazing when we start getting.
Why can't I be Nightwing? Can I be Nightwing?
No.
Oh, green tights and a Robin outfit.
There's no green tights.
You gotta wear your underwear on the outside, Bradley.
Because you know, Nightwing takes over when Batman dies.
Oh, see,
That's so wrong,
now we're back. Now we're back to Bradley.
That's so wrong, dude.
I forgot about that. It's been a while.
I'm just saying, like, you know,
It's been a while.
I'm sorry.
With friends like these, who needs enemas? Everyone.
Sorry. Sorry.
Since we're on that Batman kick, do you see what I did there, Brad?
I did.
Yeah. Well, you know, we've all been there. Who needs enemas?
How he says, dude, getting your work on the splash from K. Saw that just before the stream.
Nice, thanks, man.
I think I saw it like right as it switched because I loaded like ZBrush at like 1 a.m. to work from the bit, and I'm like, oh, there it is. There it is.
Wait, remind me, which piece is on the splash page?
It's the girl, the piece from the video.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Ram, don't worry. I'm getting ready to get to it. Just want to get this helmet on here first. I have to get posed.
Oh, you feel him yelling at you? You feel it?
I can feel it. Yeah.
Nah, don't do that, Search it. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You don't have to create no fake accounts.
109. Don't do that.
We want real live people. So send it to friends and family.
Exactly.
Send it to friends and family.
Do you think this whip handle's a little big for Beastman? I'm not sure. I can't really tell whether it's.
That's about right. That scale's about right.
Yeah. He can hold.
Yeah.
It might be a little bulky for him, but it looks
Damn,
like
the handle's looking
looks
good.
like Atlas, like holding this thing up.
Is it wrong for me to want you to do my He-Man sword now, the Sword of Eternia?
I mean, I was gonna say, is it wrong for you to want me to put a rig in that Battle Cat? But
You know what? Do you want to put a rig in this Battle Cat? Because that would make life a million times easier if you did.
just try and stop me. That's all.
Okay.
Just try and stop me from
All
putting a rig in that Battle Cat.
All right, done, donezo. Ram, sorry, guy, it's not gonna get posted tonight.
Cats are way. They're way too.
I wanted to.
They're way too cool and slinky to be kind of posed with masks and moving. You know what I mean? It's just. It wouldn't.
See,
Speaking as a person who kind of likes cats.
You have a bit of a pinch on for cats.
Yeah,
is what they say.
I have a bit of thing for them.
It's like now you're his natural enemy, Brad. Because I was for sure getting ready to put it down, Ram.
I know, but you know how I am with poses, and if I see,
It's kind of your thing.
it's kind of my thing. If I see a cat in a non-cat-like pose, yeah, there are some things up with which I will not put.
That is the least cat-like pose I have ever seen on a cat.
Oh, jeez. Ram's hurting me. He's hurting me. Here comes Mixamo Battle Cat. He's like,
Mixamo Battle Cat.
like I said before, Ram, wars have been fought over less.
What you say to me?
What you say?
feel like watching something after the show.
I'm probably gonna play some Destiny with Blur.
Well, seeing as
Oh,
how
dude. So Brad has been giving me a hard time because I
Doesn't
have
sound like
been
me.
all about my Steam Deck.
Oh, it's Bradley. Okay.
But let me tell you something. I've gone all out, and I got the case. I got the peripherals for this thing, and I've been playing all kinds of dope stuff. Did you guys not see ZBrush Summit is back? And what? That's crazy.
Yeah, just heard.
So look at that. Got the case here. This thing is dope, man. I've been playing like crazy, so I'm all about the Steam Deck now. I'm all Steam Deck all the time. So take that, Brad Lee.
Lee.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I haven't given you any
Brad.
crap about the Steam Deck. I'm all board.
Yeah.
I'm bored. See, the problem with the ZBrush Summit is it's going to get me excited about like the newer version of ZBrush again, and then I'm going to have to go in for that subscription thing. And
Yeah, we're gonna do it anyway. I don't understand.
I know. I'm trying to put it off. I'm trying to like just stick with 2022 for a while and just, live frugally.
Let's do some prognostication and try to guess at what's going to come out on the new version. Now that they have.
I like where this is going.
Who wants to go first? Anybody?
All I want is for them to have an IK posable rig in here. That's all I want. I mean, it doesn't really matter to me. I'm gonna make a damn rig anyway, but still, it'd be kind of cool if they had the ability to add some IK posable rigs in here. That would be nice.
I mean, it's crazy.
I thought you were gonna try to like pick something.
It's crazy because something like Poser or even Daz Studio, which were how I got in. That was my gateway into ZBrush. Has had that in a much lighter program for years. So I don't know why. I don't think they wanted it. If they wanted to do that, they probably would have done it already, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ram, about the collar. I mean, I've put a collar in there. I don't know if I'm like it's one of those things where I'm like I'm going to say that it's a play saver, and then I'm going to do it. I'm going to do more to it, and then I might end up just forgetting about it and leaving it the way it is because there's always something more I could try and do, like make it a little bit more built, more beat up, more ragged, and all that kind of stuff. I just made it look ugly for now, so it fits in. But yeah, like I feel like, and I'm sure you all doing the same way. I feel like everything is 85%. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do some more to that. Yeah, I'll do some more to that. And sometimes you do.
Sometimes you don't.
And sometimes you don't. But I always convince myself it's okay to leave it like that because I will make it better later and have some magical new awesome idea. And I'm not really sure it's going to happen, but that is the hope.
But unlike me, Brad has this horrible kind of a habit of finishing things, whereas I eventually will do that thing. So I just would rather wait.
I think what you're actually saying, what the truth actually is that I'm probably more easily like satisfied, and you never are.
Maybe I'm just like my mother.
MJ says
She's never satisfied.
has also announced that box modeling has been added to the iPad sculpting app Forger.
Or Folger. I mean, that's instant.
Yeah,
instant
say the
Folger
Forger.
crystals.
Yeah,
Same thing.
that's right.
I gotta learn Forger.
It feels
They
the
need-
closest to ZBrush.
Somebody should have tutorials for that. Like I look on YouTube and I don't really see people showing you how to use that.
I think I thought like most people I see who post stuff online are using Nomad. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Of
Now
course,
that
it's
we're
pretty
in Maxon.
intuitive though.
yeah, we're in the Maxon family now, so
Every
Right, yeah,
Monday
so
says
that makes
UV
sense.
pill will come out. That way you have to pay. The myth,
funny.
the legend, UV pill.
Well, I think it makes a certain degree of sense too, right? Because ZBrush never really ZBrush just needed to be good enough in things like UVs and stuff, right? It didn't need to be like a replacement for anything else. But if it's going to be more into kind of like linked in with Cinema 4D or whatever, maybe they are going to start thinking more in terms of the other steps in the process. I don't know. mean, you're saying UV Master isn't good enough? I'm kidding.
Is that what Chris Rock would call the GED? I mean, it works for me.
UV Master, it's better.
You said that with so much confidence.
I mean, it's again, honestly, it's good enough. And then you can bring it into another program. Once you have the islands that you want, you can go into another program and then make them look a little bit better if you need to, I guess. But
So rigging was your wish. What's yours, Tony? What do you think might be in it?
I have no idea. Honestly, I think you know what I would like to see. I would like to see some innovation in the fiber mesh system because I know some people do some really dope stuff with it. I still find it a little unruly, a little and again, nothing against it. 'Cause again, people do dope stuff with it, but it's a little cumbersome for me. Or I'm just not good. I don't know. They had something where they had styling guides or something for fiber mesh. That would be really dope.
I just wish that I could control it better.
Yeah, that's my thing. For me, I just find it so hard.
Or you had said before, you like someone told you about how like you have to kind of go in and kind of make some changes to some of the parameters, like pretty dramatic changes, like make the collision to 0. Like those are the kinds of things you would think if they were necessary, that would be like the default settings, and you wouldn't need to kind of like know to go under the hood.
I can see there.
Let's see. Mike, so Tony suggestion was what did you say? You don't know.
I don't know what
fiber mesh
stuff.
What about you, Mike?
I want polygroups that are completely different colors when you make a new one. That's the only thing, and I would pay $100 million just for that feature.
You know what? I would also like. I would also like simply the ability to have like semi-transparent materials. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, in the viewport.
Yeah, like the fact that you have to wait until render time, and it's not really like there's no refraction going on in any of that kind of stuff. Like so, like it just feels like somewhat invisible instead of like glass.
Yeah, you know what? Okay, I have a real one actually. I would love to have physical like lighting, like actual lighting.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be dope.
That's mine.
It did something like that. It could use some fine tuning though.
I mean, really the closest thing we have to, because what I'm talking about is like when you set up a 2-point light and you do the backlighting and you do a render, it doesn't know how to handle those shadows. So you get some unfortunate effects where the only way to get around it is to render one light pass and then another one and then put them together in Photoshop to get like a real look.
Have you ever tried using the environment maps or the light cap in the light menu?
Light caps, I have, yeah, but it's still it confuses the BPR when it renders.
Light caps are still a mystery to me. Absolutely a mystery to me.
Yeah.
Like I tried them before, and I think at one point I kind of had an idea, and then I just completely lost any.
I haven't used them forever.
Yeah. And I don't even know. I mean, I haven't seen like other people use them either. Like, I mean, maybe they do, but like, I very rarely see that be in use in like any time lapse or anything like that. I've never really seen it.
Isn't it a legacy feature? Do they even care about it anymore?
Doesn't seem like it's been touched. So yeah, I don't know.
So I have what's probably more likely versus a wish. Here's the more likely, the most likely. I always want ZBrush to have like a real viewport like in Blender or Maya. So I think it's more likely that they'll allow you to do an instance where you can sculpt and model with your character in the Cinema 4D viewport at the exact same time.
That could happen.
So you can
That's
sculpt
cool.
in one screen, and because they always say that ZBrush is a 2.4D or
2.5D application.
2.5D. So it's probably more likely that you'll be able to send your model inside of Cinema 4D and sculpt in real time and see it there. That's a happy medium. I'll take that. I would probably actually buy Cinema 4D just for that.
That'd be cool.
That's a happy place. All right, you don't have to do any strange coding in ZBrush. Make that happen, and you get my money.
But that polygroup color thing would be nice too. I'm just saying.
Somebody give her that.
We're not going to talk about what they could have done for years. We're talking about what they're going to do next.
It really, I mean,
Asked,
it really is
is
amazing.
anyone else
though.
going to do a what's good? No, not tonight. It was Mike's night.
What's good is that first week of school is over. That's what's really, really good.
Yes.
Our
I
what's
didn't
good
get
is
threatened.
Mike.
I didn't get threatened to get beat up or anything.
No,
If
no,
the
that's
Give it
right.
time.
I know. Threats will
Here's
come.
the thing, the kid that's threatened to beat you up have to be like ready for a D1 scholarship.
She's out of her mind.
They got to be a D1 scholarship ready to like about to go into the league, and we're wondering why they're even playing at the college level. Like if they threaten you. Damn.
They're brave ones.
They just know they can go running and say, Mr. Gore was mean to me. That's all they gotta do.
Or they're failing math class, so they haven't figured out weight advantages yet.
Ram says, Mike, you changed your mind on Battle Cat's mask.
Yeah. Because I saw this. I kind of like this version of it. So I feel like if I give it my own kind of a touch, I can get it to look good.
I mean, yeah,
That'll be my design challenge.
You got your Z modeler working. You know your stuff with Z modeler.
B
Yeah.
says he's gonna say this one for Ram: a grayscale material, not just gray, but taking information of colors and making grays.
What you talking about?
I was in a room for Hannibal. Hannibal would like ZBrush. You know how you see when everyone does like these. I think Daniel Bell does it as well. Like really make these really cool gray render looks, and either they're doing it in Photoshop or whatever. But I think he wants ZBrush to like display like really good gray values and be able to adjust gray values inside.
I bet there are a lot of like there's a lot of customization you can do in the materials tab. Like I've never like
Oh yeah,
done a
tons.
lot with that, but there is a lot you can do with that. Like that's Pablo Gomez. No, he does brushes too, but like like there's a lot of really cool material customizations you can do if you kind of play around with all that stuff. I
think it does a fine job.
There's kinds of like there's kinds of like cavity detection type parameters and that kind of stuff. Like it really can make
I kept my trap jaw all grays, and I was able to get some really nice kind of values in there. This is all just poly painting. But right, like look at this part like that. That's just ZBrush. Come on with a better one, B. Come on, do better.
No, that was a Hannibal's request.
Okay, all right,
And-
okay. Hannibal was telling me his Skeletor, so that was a great one, Hannibal. I like that one. B, you do
All
better
roses.
on whatever one you had.
Unless you have a skeleton to sell.
Looking at that trap jaw, man, the detail in those straps.
It's if you knew how dense this was, you would not be impressed. I don't know what the hell I was thinking about with any of this shit. Super duper dense. My favorite part is this little part where you can see the inside of his guts right here. Like you can see the inside of his skin and the staples are on it. That's how I roll. Just saying. So I can't get mad at autosave because I have not saved at all on my own tonight.
Save your work, guys.
But it always seems like it's at the most inopportune time.
Get Battle Cat the MF Doom mask. Okay.
Oh,
I mean,
man.
it kind of
Don't-
feels like
don't
it
get me
is.
started,
Like
man.
I kind of get that feeling from that Battle Cat mask. It kind of has that like those little things coming down the front. It kind of has that feel to it.
That's kind of cool, actually. It's a good one.
That was a good one.
Oh yeah, I found this earlier when I was looking up the saddle for my Ram.
Yeah.
These are all the different masks over the years for Battle Cat.
Scroll through them. Let me see.
Oh man, that second one is very minimal. It's a very very minimalistic little mask there. They kind of
See,
seem
that
seem
was
very
corny.
similar.
Like they're the one on the.
See,
I'm
I
sorry,
think
the
that one on the far right, Mike. Like you see how it's got like these almost like tusks things coming off the side there. Like the one on the far right, they kind of exaggerate it. That might be kind of cool to really exaggerate those two, almost like saber teeth, but coming forward from the jaw.
Yeah.
Like you can kind of make that like a really exaggerated bulldozer looking thing. That could be kind of neat.
I really like the I really like that techie. Maybe I'll do a mashup between the one that is under my picture here, this one, and the one from the new Netflix thing that's more techie. Because I kind of like that. Okay, point in case. This is case in point also.
Case in point.
Yeah,
Same
difference.
case.
Same difference.
Point in
Same
case.
difference.
Point on top of the case. This is three different subs. This is three different poly groups here. So we have our plum.
I don't believe you. Don't believe you.
We have
those are all the
we
same
have
colors.
We have
our
mulberry.
purple,
Nope.
and we have our whatever is a shade different than plum and purple.
I don't see the
I don't
problem.
believe you.
Yeah.
I don't. Mike, I think you just didn't make the correct polygroups.
You
That's a user error.
can't make this stuff up, folks.
User error. I wish you stopped making these mistakes and blaming ZBrush. All right.
I don't even know why I'm doing this. I'm going to use the freaking Sculptors Pro in a second anyway. This is stupid.
I mean, it's funny. Like we've been working in the same together for years, like literally like 10 years, and we'll still stop and make sure the other person looks. Hey, look at this. I just made 3 polygroups, and they're all variations of red. Like
we've
all seen it 1,000 times, but we still don't. We just can't get over it. I just can't get past
Like,
how-
like
yeah.
how it
it's a
happens.
real thing. This is happening.
I'm like, is it just me?
It's true.
It
It makes
never
you
happens.
question whether we should start questioning whether it's just.
Andrew says, "Keep fighting the good fight, Mike. Keep swinging at the air, champ."
Andrew's secretly the programmer who handles that specifically. That's his only job.
Mhm.
Oh, come on, man. Yeah.
I'm going to slot the wings into the rocket pack. Brilliant.
doing commentary on your own stuff.
Yeah, I'm engineering here. I'm like,
Bradley.
I gotta put these wings somewhere. I'll insert them into the rocket pack on the side right here, into the little rockets.
That makes sense.
Okay, Mike, there has to be something that you don't like about the Stream Deck.
that I don't like.
Trying to get you.
I don't
there
like
something
that I
that you-
had to wait. I don't like that I had to wait an entire year to get it. Like
Out of
I straight
all-
up
That's it. That's it.
took an
That's
entire
fine.
year to get this shit. But you know what? Now that I have it, it's pretty dope. It's not worth the wait. I like it. Last handheld, just so you guys know, the last handheld I've owned was the PSP, the first one, which very interesting story. When it came out, I knew it was coming out, and the hype train was like really, really big on it. So I drove by my local GameStop just to see all of the idiots waiting in line the night before, and it was incredibly cold. And I was like, "Oh, look at these maroons!" And for some reason, I was like, "Man, I'm gonna stand in this line with these guys for a couple minutes to see what's up." I stayed outside on the concrete with no jacket because I did not plan to go there all night long to buy my PSP, and I don't know why.
So you were those maroons.
I got caught up in the hype.
Shane says, "Don't the wings come off the arms?"
Yeah.
Yeah,
On
they
Bradley's
do,
version.
but not on my version. My version are metal,
Up to date.
aluminum, right?
We're not lemmings here,
Okay, hold on.
Insane Pixel. We do our own thing. Tony takes Rams to whole new levels that you didn't even imagine before.
Damn straight.
Show me that. No, show me the tat again. I need to see the tat. Let me see the tat again. The coils on the back of the leg. I want to see it again.
The detail is crazy. Like,
I don't know. Let me see the
doing
coils.
stuff.
Let's see the coils on the back.
Yeah, get rid of this gear and just show the tats.
There it is. Money shot.
Tony's substance game is impressive.
Yeah.
His lighting is not all that great, but
That's substance. That's not him. If you use substance a lot, substance.
Bradley knows.
It's okay. I got you.
Thanks, sir. Thanks, friend.
We all know that you're putting your 3080 Ti to work.
Mhm. I'm not even on that one today.
What? What's wrong with you?
It's easier to stream on my desktop. He's got a little Athena tattoo on one arm, a Zeus tattoo on the other,
There it is.
and a Ram tattoo on his chest, just in case anybody forgot who it was.
You know what I'm about to do, right? You know what I'm about to do?
What's that?
How did you place the tattoos on your guy? Go.
How did I place them? From projection brush. Do you know how to do
The
that?
best tutorials. Of course I do, but I want it on camera. Gosh.
All right, so let's give him let's give him a tattoo on his back. So I'm gonna
There we go.
find something.
Put Welcome to Rutgers.
I want a My Little Pony.
can you give him the Cape Fear tats? Because that's that's always been my favorite tattoo.
So he has to have something. He needs
Yeah,
like
you
a
should.
little-
You should have on his knuckles, Ram Man.
Mhm.
Ooh.
I extend this hand to you. I ram you. If I extend this hand to you, I man you.
That makes me feel weird. We find the perfect back tattoo, and then I will do a very quick demo. I feel like he needs a Hello Kitty tattoo.
I was thinking about the Care Bear stare.
Care Bear.
Because that's all you think about. I was thinking about some Orko business.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Or Ram Man's the bad guy, right?
No, he's a good guy.
Ram Man's a good guy. I was gonna say a little Evelyn tattoo, a little heart on it. Maybe there's a story there we don't know about.
Could have a secret crush on Tila.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Why won't she date me?
I'll get you kicked out of Eternia. Email.
Okay, so as we're doing an Evelyn tattoo in the back. Find something. It's always hard when you're looking for something. It just never shows up.
MJ says, "How about a sorcerer's tat?"
Hey.
I feel like he's a little too lowbrow to be messing with sorcerers. She wouldn't be interested in him.
He shoots out of his league.
He can dream.
Unless it's one of
Yeah,
those uptown girl type things. He's like
Why
a
can't he
gritty.
have dreams?
Living in an uptown world.
Mm-hmm.
But you never had a Ram Man guy.
So first thing you need to do is you need to load that into your project. So here's our sorceress. I'm going to drag it into our assets menu. And it's going to say, what do you want it to be? I want it to be a texture. I'm going to say I want this to be for this project, which I have saved. I'm going to import it. And there it is, right? So then I'm on that asset in the texture set list. I'm going to go to my layers. I'm going to add a new paintable layer. I'm going to put this above everything. And you can do it a couple ways. If I do, well, I'll do another one. I'll do a fill layer that's all white. So it's using my color, normal, height, all that stuff. I'm going to tell that fill layer to just use color. Then I'm going to drop that picture onto the base color channel. And there it is, right? Ooh, I forgot I put the seam in that. But anyway, if I go to my 2D only channel or to 2D, 3D, see how it has that manipulator here? I can go, and I don't want to tile this. And I can place it wherever I want to do on the back. Now, when you're doing tattoos, one way to get around it, especially if you find a good quality picture, is to switch it to a multiply blending mode. So over here, normal, I'm going to put multiply, and it gets rid of that white in the background, or you can just paint it out, whatever works the best. And typically, that's how you kind of do the tattoo. So that's one way of doing it with just a fill. You can just move it along your UV space how you want. But you see I'm having an issue here because that's where I put my seam. So another way to do it is delete that one.
You should have the sorcerer on one side and Evelyn on the other, kind of like a yes/no kind of a thing, you know. Depending on what mood he's in today.
That could be a thing.
I thought you were about to demonstrate how you can get around having a bad UV cut.
So I'm going to do projection brush, and I was already using it. Then I'm going to go down here and replace this little eyeball with the image. So now that little thing right there, if I hit S, I can manipulate it and just do a 3D projection instead of doing it in my UV map. So this is camera based. I find the best way to do this so you don't get any weird stretching. Is to go into your camera settings over here and turn down that field of view degree so you don't get so much perspective. It doesn't work as much. And then I'll line it up where I want it to be. I'll put this to multiply again. And that way it doesn't matter that the seam's there.
Nice.
And I'll use a soft brush just so I can just paint where I want to and blur those edges. This would be like a multi-session visit to the tattoo artist.
That's
and I'll
dope.
just leave
Looks like
this.
an actual tattoo, dude.
Yeah. I'll just leave this back here because nobody's going to see it.
Man can dream. Man can dream.
You should put a bumper sticker on his Ram that says, "My other ride is also a Ram."
Mm-hmm. And then if you want, if you turn a little bit of rough, you turn the roughness shadow on. Sometimes you get a little bit of a different, specular bounce on raised tattoos. And I'll turn the roughness down a little bit. That'll give it a little bit of a shine where the tattoo shows. Sometimes it's a nice touch. Sometimes you want that. Sometimes not so much.
Is that texture that bumpy skin? Is that a painted texture in substance? Too?
I was using so that part is covered by his padding, but in substance they have all these different skin types like back skin, shin skin, and I use that to kind of give the shoulders and the back a little bit of texture.
Okay, so it comes with that height map already kind of as part of it?
Yeah, I don't like using a height map. I always, whenever I bring it into my, it always jacks it up. But here you can't even see the seam anymore.
Oh, that's... Thank you for the demo, Tony. This is great.
Yeah.
Howie says, awesome, Tony.
Cool. See? Nobody will know.
Oh, I like that. That is awesome.
That's fresh.
Till He-Man sees it. And he's like, that's my girl in your back?
There's going to be a problem. He needs nipples. Just say.
Held you for a second, Red Man.
Person, and thanks, Riley, for asking about the tattoos. No. Thank Tony.
I know a little something about it sometimes.
You know a lot about a lot, Tony. You know a lot about a lot. What else can I do to make this more interesting? Better HM. Do this. So smooth this.
Now, so you're doing all this stuff in substance, but you have a version of him posed in ZBrush. So, like, where are you going to do your final render? You're
No. I'm gonna that pose I had was just like a mock-up. I'm gonna redo it all. So I'm gonna put a rig in him using my friend Advanced Skeleton. I know you don't want that, right? But
no, that's what I want to see. I want to see how you go about doing that too.
Advanced Skeleton? Okay.
What? We about to do that now? Really? Oh snap, Tony for the win. Tony's about to demo how to use Advanced Skeleton in Maya.
We'll see how far we get. Don't save this. So, a few steps.
I did see that plugin once upon a time to add into Maya. But I saw the documentation. It was like so much to read.
It's a lot. The thing about Advanced Skeleton now, sometimes though, when you go to the website, I don't know if the guy maintains it well. It gets hacked every once in a while, so you gotta be careful. But I downloaded this a while ago, so this isn't the latest version. What am I doing? So I'm gonna get rid of all of this stuff that is hidden because I don't really need it anymore.
Watch out, you got caps lock on. You know how Maya hates that.
Yeah. Hide the hammer. Don't need these. That's for padding, helmet, skirt, pants, teeth, eyes, and there we go. Pull this out of that. Cool. And if you haven't noticed, I also retoppled the sneakers brand. I mean, thought that was going to happen. Anyway, okay. So when you do this, you have to do something called cleaning the scene, right? So what I'm going to do is, so this might be huge compared to this. All right, so I'm going to clean the scene, right? So you take all of these, your geometry, and you put it in a group. So Control G to group. We're going to call that group GEO, right? I think it's lowercase. I want to see. Cool. And then if you have the plugin installed, you go to preparation, and it kind of walks you through it all. So model, it'll say this is the preparation section, clean the group. So group your model so that you have one top node, and the name of the group is Geo, right? That's what I did. And we'll do a model clean, and that's going to check for any irregularities in your model. Call out pieces. Hope I saved this file. Boom, and it cleans it, right? I guess it kept the hammer. So what that does is get rid of any history, any associations, all that good stuff. What is going on with these bracers again? What? I'm having so many problems with these bracers. Bear with me, guys. I remember last week the issue was we had two. No, I don't. What's going on?
No, that's why I started tonight with Blender, because Maya has betrayed me all day today because I've been working on it. Maya didn't love me today. We got a question from Howie, if you could look through that, Tony.
Yep.
Coming from Maya, I'm always fighting the ZBrush navigation. Is there a preference setting so I can remap the hotkeys?
I mean, I would say like, coming from Maya myself, yeah. I mean, because you're right. I mean, there's 1,000 things all over the place here, and just like kind of in Maya, where you can kind of make a shelf, for all the buttons you use the most. You can make it your own menu. I have a hotkey where I can just bring up the things I use the most for geometry. So like basically it's like a version of Maya's shelf and hotbox essentially. I have another hotkey that brings up all of my masking and clipping brushes, so that I don't have to worry about trying to go over here over and over again. So yeah, so like you can actually go up here to your preferences and you can kind of create your own menus. To see where that is, but yeah, you can create your own menus. I know that Pavlovich has something about this. I think that's where I got it from. But you can create your own menus, and then you can just create your hotkeys to bring that menu up. So I made a menu called the camera nav. That
Yeah,
that's something I think over time you just don't think about.
Yeah, they come second nature,
But I just gotta suck it up.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, the one thing to always remember is that if you just tap on a part of the mesh, that'll become the camera's new focal point, which is useful because a lot of times the camera doesn't want to focus where you want. So if you just tap on a part of that mesh, the camera will typically focus on that one part. It'll use it as its its new pivot point. So that's kind of a cool thing to do because that can be annoying. The camera kind of doesn't want to focus where you want it to focus, but if you just tap on a mesh, that kind of helps. But yeah, you're right. It's definitely it's definitely used to using Maya for everything else, but that's definitely I think something that over time you won't even think about it.
For whatever reason, it's sharing that node, this thing for some reason. That's bothering me. So I'm going to delete it.
Hey, Mike, you got a.
Howie said, I found an old plugin called Z Switcher, but it's paid to play. I don't know what that is. What is Z Switcher? I've never heard of that.
It does sound familiar.
This is so weird. I'm sorry, guys.
What is it? What is wrong with it? What's it doing?
So see these things on his arms? See how they're like skin tone like this? Like the body?
Mm-hmm.
If I put a new material on the body, it stays, it doesn't change. It's odd. After I cleaned it. That shouldn't happen. And if I select that and I try to apply like a blend, it retains the old material. I don't know. Anyway, it's clean. So I did a model check that checks if everything's symmetrical. This is not symmetrical, so I'm not going to worry about that. And then it says rig. I've saved this as armor clean.
Wait, it'll rig even though it's not symmetrical?
Yeah. I'm going to go to create a new scene. And I'm going to reference in this model. So if I go in to this scene that just has the model that doesn't have a rig and I change anything, that's going to propagate to the rigged scene, if that makes any sense. So a new scene, I'm going to save this as clean so I know which scene to go to. There's my grid. I'm going to go to reference. ASCII. I'm going to reference in the cleaned version. So it's going to load that in as a reference model. And you can change that if you go to your channel box and your layers where it says T here. I usually change that to R for reference, so I can't select it, but it's visible. The other thing I like to do is I like to go up here in shading and turn on X-ray joints because I want to load in, a standing joint so I can start to size up the rig. So I usually don't touch any of this stuff. It says options. You can set it up for a game engine. You can set it up with the Z up axis and a mirror translate. And every time you see these question marks, that explains what each one of those things does. I'm going to go down from preparation to body and go to fit. And then I'm going to go to import and I want to biped rig. You can do animals. You can do a gorilla. You can do cats, dinosaurs, dragons, everything. This is just a biped model. And if you have extra limbs, you can import extra arms. Like say you have a model with 4 arms or something like that, you can import them separate. But I'm going to import the biped rig guide. You can see it right there. It's just real small. Because my model is ginormous. So I'm going to go to the root, which is here. And I'm going to scale everything up to kind of fit my model. Cool. And I like to go here, and I'm going to move it.
I see you over there, Mike.
He's been quietly going to town on that helmet.
And actually, I need to move my model up to the grid. There we go. Okay, so take that. And I'm going to size it up to kind of approximate where everything is, right? So now you see there's only 1/2 of it. And I'm just going to kind of load everything up to kind of fit the body. So I'm actually going to hide a lot of this to make it easier to see, well, at least the skirt. I like to put the root here where the base of the spine is. In the same way, if you were making a skeleton, you put everything where you want, This is the hip. That will go where that is on the body. And the knee. Find the center of mass, about right here. I think a little higher. Find your ankle. And then you're going to find these pivot points for the foot. So like your heel, where your toes bend. I have toes if I need toes, guys.
Like how I don't like how focused you are, Mike. I don't like that. I don't like that.
Leave me alone.
He's
like
quietly.
Don't mess with
like
me.
that. I don't like that.
I like that Tony is carrying it.
I don't like that.
Keep doing your thing.
This is going to come forward at the toe. And that's sort of the foot roll. So when you pivot, the foot is going to kind of roll off of those planks. My knee, I think, is in the right place. I'm going to move it forward a little bit.
And will you just mirror it to the other side?
Yep. So once you get everything set up on one side and you generate your skeleton, it builds it right to left, right? So it does all that for you. So now I'm loading up the middle.
Does it do the fingers too?
Yeah. Why are you acting so shocked?
I'm just asking these questions. I'm just asking these questions. I've never used it, so I'm.
He's like, I'm gonna ask Brad for my money back on that.
No, I'm not.
Story.
I'm not.
Don't do that.
I'm still trying to see what the advantage is. Outside of like you just saved a lot of time.
Where's the love? Where's the love?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You don't have Brad's voice in your ear, which is like amazing.
Surprisingly, yes, all the time.
Like,
Because when I'm using this, I just happen to be online with Brad.
Yeah.
Bradley called me up on a Saturday morning and was like, "Yo, I stayed up all night long. I pulled an all-nighter looking at Brad Groatman's video. I was arguing with Brad Groatman all night long."
Like, I don't want to see Brad. I don't want to see Brad.
Like, I've had enough of him.
Yeah, I
I don't want to
understand.
see Brad.
Understandable.
No, but also I have the wonderful Brad tutorial from Gunroll, but I also have some private sessions, and Brad's like, not that, you dummy, the other one. No.
Yeah, you don't get that kind of
the other one.
You don't get that kind of personal treatment from Gumroad. It's true.
That's right.
That's the kind of personal touch you only get from being in the hangout.
Stop it, dummy.
Not that silly, not that. The wrong one, you fool.
Not for nothing. You want some harsh ass tutorials? Get in a room with Jerry Perkins,
Yeah.
Master Xeon.
Yeah.
Good gracious, man. I had him trying to show me how to do something one time. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch YouTube. It's okay. He's like, what's wrong with you, Mike?
No, you know what? I'm sorry I asked.
Yeah. Can I?
Or better yet, you could tell him like, I'll listen to you on YouTube. That way I can pause.
I'd just like to leave now, please.
I'd like to slink away.
But that Jerry knows his stuff so inside and out.
Yeah.
Lost.
I don't think he remembers what it's like not to know everything about that. You know what I mean? Like, it's hard.
So another trick, because this gets, it's still quick, but it gets a little tedious, is if you select the model and you click on this thing, snap to project to center, it's going to try to find the center mass when you snap in a little snap. So like the finger joints. Because sometimes if you're going through
it's good as setting a cluster, and then when you set a cluster, set a locator, and then when you set a locator, you start snapping.
You shut your mouth, Bradley. Quiet down right now.
I sense a little sass there.
So Tony, like, what if? Well, couldn't you just could you just rig the character and then bind all the gear and stuff onto it later?
I'm gonna show you.
Do you have to do it all? I'm just asking a broad question.
So what I do is notice like he has the body under all that gear, right?
Mm-hmm.
I scan the body first, and then I will copy the skin weights to the gear. Because like his armor at the top isn't very flexible, all of this in his helmet and everything is going to be weighted to the chest, so it all moves together. And I might
like the chest piece of my alien in my Gumroad. You see, it's
just like that.
All
just
comes
like
back.
that.
It all comes back, Bradley.
Brad knows his stuff.
I didn't see how to do a lattice, but I'll figure that out later.
That's
I'll have to add a lattice for the skirt too, because trying to weight that as the legs won't work out. I learned that the hard way. But you can see, like, if I wasn't explaining this to you as I'm doing it, I'd already be done. And again, Brad, knowing how to rig is super important. But like, if you're just trying to pose something, for me, I just use an advanced skeleton.
You know what I like? I like the idea that I like the fact that Tony is saying, you know, when it comes to just to posing, you don't need to waste all this time. Meanwhile, he's going to retopo the toes of a
Hey,
pose.
hey, hey, hey! You shut up, Mister. I don't like being called out.
It's just a matter of priorities, you know.
So see how it all snapped in place for the fingers. And if I could get everything perfect, but whatever. So now what I'm gonna do is go to the next thing. So right now it says edit, and here's where you can like add different joints. Like if you have a weird animal, you can do a tail, or I could actually add bones for the mallet and all the different gear and stuff. I could add bones for these little tassels for the kilt, all that stuff. I'm gonna go to auto orient, fixes the orientation.
Blink, Mike,
I
blink.
turn on fit mode. It'll make sure all your axes point the right way. Cool. And then you go to build and build the advanced skeleton. You'll see it start to build everything. See how it made the other side? And then all your controls and your bones. And your up vectors. And one little mistake right now, see those up vectors for the knees are kind of tilted in. That's because I had them angled the wrong way or spun the wrong way. And you can adjust it, but you can just fix it manually too when you pose. But anyway, I'm going to, my skeleton's done. I'm going to use the first deform option. See how these things say deform option 1, 2, and 3? These are for creating, like, you can do a skin cage and then copy weights from your skin cage. But I'm going to use the traditional binding options, right? So I'm going to select my geo. Boom. And then I'm going to select the form joints. And I'm going to set smooth line options. I like to use geodesic voxel when I have lots of armor and different pieces. Dual quaternion is good. I don't know how to explain the difference between classic linear and dual quaternion.
Yeah, I would do weight blended. That way you can decide where you want to do dual quaternion.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need y'all to stop saying these gang words.
Whoa, weight difference, distance, and all the stuff is fine. I'm going to apply and close, and it's going to try to weight it for me. Probably should have saved this out as a separate scene, but I did not.
Is that so? That's all one mesh tone?
No.
But do you have it all selected?
Yep. Do this thing. And I'm going to save this scene as a different one just in case. So I'll call this AS armor. Boom. So right now, technically, it is weighted. So I'll grab the hips, and as Brad likes to do a little bit of, you know. So it's weighted. It's not perfect. So I can now, since they're all different pieces like Brad just add, I can take all of this, like kilt. I'm gonna go up to rigging, skin, paint skin weights, and then I'm gonna double click on this and find the root, and I'm gonna flood that.
Did that add all the IK handles and all the other stuff?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because if you didn't, when you grabbed that root and pushed it down, you know, the feet would have just kept going.
So now the skirt is solid. So I'm gonna save that for a lattice later. Hide it. You said that let's do the IK thing. Let's do a wireframe. So they're all in here.
You gotta make all the controls visible, right? Because he's so big.
Yeah, the arms are. And I had to scale.
You'll be able to could you just scale them, or how would you fix that?
I could, if I want that out.
The components to Bradley never scale.
Okay, component mode. I learned that.
Yeah, what are you doing? Don't move anything. So I'm gonna go to vertex. Oops. Now I'm gonna grab that controller. Switch it to curve point. There we go.
F8 tone.
Control vertex. There it is.
There you go.
And then I'll move that out so it's easier to find. So now that control, when I move like the arm here, is out there so I can manipulate it. See how I was doing all that weird stuff there? So this is when you got to go in and like paint everything.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I was surprised that you bound everything at once. I would have just bound. I thought you were just going to bind the body and then.
I was, but then I got lazy and just.
Okay.
I'm allowed to be lazy sometimes. No, I'm not. What am I saying? Yeah, and then it's a matter of going in and fixing your, weights and everything.
See, this is where you want to go use your selection mask, Tone.
See, keep coaching them, Brian. Keep coaching them.
I don't think he even.
Mike, if you press delete, it will save. If you press delete, it'll save. I promise.
Is that how you do it?
Press delete and it'll save. Hands down.
But anyway,
You can't trust your friends. Who can you trust?
But yeah, that skirt would be a bit of a pain. Is that skirt, Tony? Is that made from all one geometry, or are they like different slats?
No, they're different. They're different slats.
Okay, see, I would just do a different joint for each.
Yeah, you could. I could have did that with.
Yeah.
I made it,
Good.
but I'm just gonna use lattice factor.
Yeah, how you do that lattice thing?
My brain's kind of jello right now.
Lattices, man, they really have become such a lifesaver for like accessories and stuff. It's basically, again, like Bradley said, basically it's a deformer like in ZBrush. Mm-hmm. Then you just bind it to the joints, and it'll kind of like fall off a little bit more. It just makes it less work. You don't have to worry about individual points of the mesh anymore. So, I mean, again, it comes at the price of having a lot of specificity of what bends, but at least it saves you from having to do a lot of crazy weight painting on a whole bunch of millions of different little joints. And yeah, when you have something you have to do, I'll show you. It's useful, and it won't take you more than a second to see what's going on. It's quick.
Okay. Mike, for real, delete, dog.
Leave me alone, Bradley.
Now, did you extract that, or what was the starting point for this, for that helmet? Because I looked up and I didn't even know that you guys started, and you already had that friggin' thing.
It was that.
Oh, okay. So is it extract?
Go through the timeline.
All right.
Tony's been teaching all day, all right? Now it's your stream. Teach some shit.
I mean, you got nice clean edges on there already, man. That's awesome. I don't know how they got that fast.
There you go.
Now press delete to save.
Oh wait, it's not. Did it go all the way to the end? Yeah, it did go to the end. Oh shit. See? Okay.
Press delete to save.
There you go. Yeah. I don't know why you want me to fail. That's not cool.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
I mean,
I want you to demonstrate the recovery options in ZBrush.
Okay. My good friend Bradley, you guys. We've been together more than a year.
Now you can go into the body, paint.
What bone is that? That just has that part of the chest lit.
So that's the chest. So all the stuff is going to kind of be together, right? So I'm going to kind of weight everything so it follows those pads, and then I'm just going to have the head kind of.
It seems like this method requires a lot, like the weight. That doesn't even seem like it's close.
It can be closer. If I would have did it just the way Brad was saying with just the body, and I would have made a few adjustments to my binding settings, it would have been a little closer. But this doesn't take long.
A lot of times it looks like the distribution feels way off for the chest bone, but like the other part of that weight is probably just the spine bone, and since they usually move at the same time, you wouldn't really notice the strange distribution. Because that chest bone, like, you know, it's really hard to rotate that one down on its own, so it's almost always going to be moved in conjunction with the other spine bones to work out all right.
Now, if it was like that Nightcrawler I did the other week, then I want to be real precise because like all sections of the spine have to curve and whatnot. This guy's a big lug, so you know.
When you make that rig tone, can you basically choose how many spine joints you want? Because that's always going to be the big variable, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then I can go in here, let's attach this, and mirror skin weights. I can smooth out where I need it to be smooth. And I always hate getting under this armpit. And one way to save, you know how you lose volume when you deform at joints or points of articulation, is that Delta Mush is like.
Delta Mush is your friend. Love good Delta Mush. What's awesome about the Delta Mush is that just like with skin weights, you can paint where you want it to affect, because a lot of times the Delta Mush will kind of really just wipe out like things like blend shapes and stuff like that for like facial expressions and stuff like that. So a lot of times when I do a Delta Mush, I'll basically paint out the face so Delta Mush won't affect it. That way blend shapes will kind of show up 100%. So that's just one thing that I realized through trial and error, that like I'm like, why isn't my blend shapes, why aren't my expressions coming through anymore? It's just because the Delta Mush just smoothed them right out. They barely even showed up. So you gotta kind of paint that in.
We're 13 minutes over. I know you guys will be back with us next week.
Yeah, and I'll probably have this guy posed.
Pencils down, Mike. Put the pencil down, Mike.
No, I'm gonna keep on going. All right.
It ain't over.
Put it down.
The party ain't over.
Put it down. So, all right. So, thank you for joining us tonight. If you haven't had a chance to like, subscribe, and share, please do so. We will be back next week, and who knows? Depending on how we feel, we might get a surprise stream maybe Saturday. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe.
You
never know.
It'll be if we stream on Saturday at some point. I'll message everyone in our Discord. So please join the Discord.
If you haven't already, go over to Pixo's ZBrush Live and YouTube and set a reminder for next Tuesday. I'm doing the industry spotlight with those guys, so that'll be fun. Me and Paul are going to be cutting it up.
And I'll make sure, if you're part of our Discord, I'll make sure to alert everyone when it's live as well. So Discord, to get anything Mike related alerted to you immediately.
Yep.
All right.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, everybody. Have a good one. Appreciate it,
folks.
See you guys.
All right.